We're on. Alright, yeah, we're good. Let me just quickly switch to text-to-speech on Discord. Oh, not text-to-speech, push-to-talk.
Sorry,
No, the push-to-talk thing is back, no. So yeah, we should probably get everything. Is everyone already ready? Can you just let me know if everyone already ready in like the Discord to start doing the...
Yep, we're all set and ready to go. I was about to ping once again, just so that everyone is aware that the crew battle is starting.
Dope.
I'm just struggling a little bit with Discord, because sometimes Discord is Discord.
Alright, I turned off push-to-talk on my thing. Getting it.
Okie doke.
It should be up on the stream and then everything's set up now. Just gonna double check the wires right now.
Yeah, I made sure my LAN was in my Switch, so if anything, we're not gonna lag the game, we're gonna lag Discord. So don't worry about me.
Let's go. Alright, yeah, let me close this up real quick. We're good. Alright, so... I can't actually hear the... actually, wait, hold on. Everyone in chat, just let me know if the volume is good. Like if you can hear him, like him and I over the music and the volume's kind of loud. Do you try lowering it on your end?
I can listen in. Let's see. Yeah, so your game audio is a touch lag.
Okay, game audio's loud. Is that better?
My audio is alright. As far as I can tell.
Are we
at
about
least.
even in terms of audio, me and you?
I think so.
Okay,
Yeah, no, Turtle's saying voice volume is good.
cool. I spent like an hour working on my own volume. Because the microphone I use is like garbage on Discord, but really good on OBS.
I literally only have a headset mic, that's all I got to work with. Can't even blame you.
It's cool though, so yeah. Now here's the big question, everyone. What should we have this set to? Glorious Smashers, Anything Goes, Playground, or veteran players, all skill levels? What are we going for? I'm thinking Glorious Smashers for top tier players who don't mess around.
How about Amiibo?
You can't play players on Amiibo, unfortunately.
Dang.
Yeah, that's tragic. Let's see what Travis said. Playground for sure.
Playground for sure.
Ayo,
Yeah,
chill,
right.
I'm not an elite yet. Playground,
The people
okay,
have spoken,
everyone,
they want Playground, right?
society wants Playground. Public, 4 players. Are we doing specific stocks? Like 3 stocks, 7 minutes, fine?
Yep, standard rules.
Step into the ring.
So password is 3698. Correct?
Good. What's the chat name in the Paisy Cord? Are we just using Villager, or is there another one?
Sorry, what was that?
What's the chat that we're using for this?
Oh, I can post it. Don't worry.
Because I don't know what chat to talk.
See, we're using the crew battle one.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah. That's the arena code.
You already got it. I'm gonna quickly change the name of the thing. Everyone can start joining who's ready. I'm gonna change the name of the stream because right now it's Garfield Draw Stream.
Right, yeah. It's you don't want to lie. You don't want to lie to your viewers like that. You'll lose that audience real quick.
Oh no.
There's not much crossover in the Garfield fandom on
You'd be
Smash.
surprised.
I'm in the arena, and I am on the stands.
We're both wired.
So
for
first
everyone
up on
watching.
the Paisy side is Dom.
Alright, is he playing Peach or Daisy? Because I want to get the icons right now.
Ooh, I'm not entirely sure. I would have to check the survey,
Okay, so just
but I guess we'll find out, right? Dom, who are you playing? And it's gonna be Spooks for the villagers. Okay, Dom says Peach.
So it's 5 players on each side, 3 stocks?
Yep, 5 and 3.
Alright, set up. Shout out to the Isabel Twitter group chat for the one time we had a crew battle there. They gave me the scoreboard assistant. And
Oh,
it already
nice.
had everything preset. That was really cool. I've been using it ever since.
Yeah, that's handy. I like that. That's a nice little setup.
It's real cool. I have this too. Hold up. Wow, it doesn't really work with the overlay, but it looked cool on it. Maybe I can make it look really bright.
So right now, we got the two of these guys. They're just doing their stage picks at the moment, but we'll be getting into the first game real quick.
So, I think quick is relative.
Oh, no, we're almost ready.
No,
We should
like,
be good.
we're starting 30 minutes late.
Oh, we're starting, a little late.
Only a tiny
A little
bit,
later
only
than
half
we
an hour.
anticipated. But you know what? We've had worse. Alright, with my eyes on chat, it's looking like they're going to small battlefield.
Now, I haven't played much of Small Battlefield. If I'm not wrong, its blast zones are smaller than that of its other
Yeah,
two
so
platforms.
basically, the easy way to think of it is it's FD with 2 plats.
Pretty cool.
The stage is the same length as FD, the blast zones are the same as FD. Oh, is that? I don't, never mind. Yeah, no, the stage is more or less the same as FD. It's just that the top blast zone is not as high as regular Battlefield, you know?
That's pretty cool.
3, 2,
Now we're getting into the match.
go!
starting off with the obvious Lloyd and turnip buck from both sides.
They're feeling each other out at the moment.
Basic neutral. I'm seeing a lot of float cancel nairs to approach from Dom and the
That's that Princess Peach bread and butter, you know? But it's looking like we've got just a really solid neutral from both players at the moment. It might look like Villager's got the lead, but we talked about this in the JMU, is when Peach has to only get one hit to make up like 5 hits from Villager. So like, see how fast they just went right back to even. This is looking pretty good so far.
Yeah, and I like how you talked about the like the percent lead, how it doesn't matter as much in this matchup.
For sure. That's a lot of projectile matchups, but definitely with Villager. Because, like, that slingshot, you know, it really doesn't do much for you.
Yeah, it's very
great at, like, putting you back, but doesn't do too much damage, doesn't do too much knockback.
Villager has a few varying setups, but they're typically pretty niche. It'll mostly just come down to chip damage, which is
right.
Why this matchup isn't known for being too terribly exciting, but it is still pretty fun to play in my opinion.
It does look to me like Spooks is definitely, he's holding it down really well in Insight. He's all over the place in such a way that Dawn's really having trouble keeping up. So Peach is a little bit slow. Her whole game plan is she wants to hold neutral and she wants to kind of keep her opponent in the same spot. But Spooks is doing a great job of just, he's all over the place, you know? Dawn's having trouble keeping up.
Definitely. You can see a lot of just, like, right there, you just went for like a deep edge guard. This
yeah,
could,
both of them, they went hard on that one. They both wanted to end this stock.
Yeah, I could tell. It's all about who wants it more.
Yeah. Dom's doing a great job of handling the Lloyd stuff. Lloyd is always like one of those big problems in this matchup. It's like, if you know how to handle Lloyd, you can fight Villager.
That's pretty much with everything with this character, yeah. It's a lot about like trying to just break that distance. And we see Dom is doing a pretty good job at doing that. But Spooks' slingshot game is pretty on point today.
Yeah, we're at the percent right now where now slingshot is going to be like the most oppressive tool. When you're at high percent like that, you get hit by like a soft slingshot, and you've just lost neutral entirely, you know? Wow, double stitch phase, look at that. Everyone loves seeing
that
it.
Is so
oh, he's ready with the pocket too.
Now, a big thing about Villager going for kills is that it can typically be...
Ooh, what an went deep with it. Oh, you do the conversion? Ooh.
Nair is stupid.
Yeah, no.
Nair
just the fact that you can do Nair to Nair to Nair, it's busted.
Okay.
Oh, and he's got the Winky Face now. If you weren't aware, Winky Face does more damage than the standard turnip, and it's actually one of the scariest ones, just because you can still combo off of it, but it does like 15 damage, 18 damage per hit.
Sorry, someone just walked in my room. So, yeah, alright, now this is looking pretty heavily in, the stock at least is looking pretty heavily in Dom's favor, I'd say. The 20% lead doesn't look like much, but for Villager, that tiny deficit can mean a lot, in my experience.
Well, he's at kill percent, basically, especially at ledge. All it takes is a good sweet spot fair.
Yeah, and I noticed with a lot of more, like, defensive players, they typically like to sit by ledge.
Yeah, for sure.
But Spooks here is definitely all over. He's up, down, all around.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, Spooks can definitely, like, take the second stock first. If you ask me, I think, it's anyone's stock at the moment. It's definitely looking like whoever wins this game is definitely just going to have one stock with the next one, you know, for sure.
Oh yeah, it's very even game so far.
Ooh, that was nice. He managed to grab the turnip. We've talked about that a lot in the JMU this week, that, hey, if you're off stage, just pocket the turnip. Not only did he pocket it, he managed to use it to save himself from the edge guard. If he didn't do that, he probably would have beaten that fair, and that would have been the stock.
Pocket and disadvantage is incredible. It has, like, it's basically Villager's second air dodge, and also it can capture any projectile coming its way.
It's got iframes, and you can just, oh, are you trying to use a projectile to edgeguard me? Well, guess what? don't care.
It's also debatably his best landing tool, as you can easily reverse it. You just gain a bunch of momentum from that. But looking here, Squeaks just got the second stop, but it looks like this forward throw's going to take it.
Forward throw will take it. Doesn't matter what kind of a throw it is. If you're at 180, it's a kill throw. And look at that. That's a third stitch face. We have people come into our Discord all the time saying, guys, I just want to tell you, like, I don't even play Peach. I just want to tell you I had, like, the craziest luck. I got 3 stitch faces, and I got a bomb in one game. Happens so often.
Yeah, it's definitely, like, I feel like in this game it's a lot more common than in previous games. At least it feels like it.
Well, all I can tell you is from Smash 4, the numbers are the same. The odds are the same. And honestly, this stuff happened to me in Smash 4 all the time. Oh, is that going to be it? Can he get the fair? Alright, well, he got the fair. He was able to, it was smart of him to mix up his recovery high like that, because his aerial mobility is good enough that it's just confusing, you know? It can be a bit wacky when someone like Villager goes up, because you never know if they're going to fall down on the right, on the left. At the very least, Dom was able to capitalize on it with a grab, so it wasn't a lost scenario entirely. And ever since then, he's been doing a pretty good job of getting the damage off. But we have Spooks at high percent again, and we saw from the last 2 stocks, whenever Spooks got at high percent is when he starts to really like hang back and he just like relies on the projectiles, and he managed to bring it back. Like that second stock, Dom had the percent lead like for a while. Spooks managed to take it first, you know?
Oh yeah, totally. Spooks is definitely a very careful player once he gets to a higher percent.
Yeah.
Like right here, you can see he brought up about 30%, which is pretty good, and up, that's not going to take it.
Almost, not quite.
Let's see, will we get this edge?
Dude, that was a risky edge guard. Oh, we're going to go to time?
What do we do because of time?
Yeah, I don't think we should have a time limit for a crew battle. Maybe we do sudden death, because they were both so high.
We'll replay the last stock.
Replay the last stock, that sounds fair.
Yeah,
alright.
We'll replay the last stock.
In that case, I'm going to have you go ahead and just tweak the rule set down.
Yeah, one of these guys got a figure out though. Who's gonna take the sudden death game?
It's an intense battle of wits. Let's see how it goes.
I was not expecting a timeout. Oh, okay. I was not expecting a timeout round 1. That's...
Yeah, no, so when it comes to crew battles, we want to like, you want to set the timer up to like the max or whatever?
Yeah, I might move it up to like... Can you change that inside? I think you can change that. But yeah, we're gonna replay the last stock. I'm just gonna add them on Discord.
Yeah, no, I already told them we're gonna replay the last stock. Unfortunate that we have that. Unfortunate that we have the disruption, but I guess
wait,
you know you do what you gotta do, right?
Was it Fierce?
Fierce is next up on our side.
He's in the... I don't know if he should be in the arena right now.
Oh.
I'll just...
Yeah, no, so just for everyone who's waiting on their turn, just make sure that... yeah, no, everyone who's waiting on your turn in the crew battle, we just want to make sure you stay out of the arena until it's like definitely your turn to play, just because it can like offer us lag, and we want to keep it as clean as possible. But it looks like these guys are ready to go again. Right back to neutral.
Now, can you tell me the main differences between Peach's turnips? I wasn't really here.
I'll tell you what, there is no difference between Peach's turnips. Oh, do you mean like Peach's, like, just the different faces?
Yeah, the faces, yeah.
I thought you meant between Peach and Daisy. I was
gonna
say, no,
there was one, but it got...
That was old. That was, they got patched out. There was, like, slight differences with Daisy turnips, but they fixed it. Anyways, yeah, no, so Peach's turnips, the standard ones will do like 12% on Smash Throw. Then you have the Winky face, which does more. It's really good for combos. It'll really like chew you up. Then you have the Dots. The Dots is basically baby Stitch face. It does big damage, like 30%-ish. I would say just under. Between 22 and 30. Depends on how you throw it. Ooh, that was close. Oops, I had a edge guard there. And then Stitch face is, you know, everyone knows Stitch face will do 25-30%. And has like crazy hit stun and kill power. You can actually do very special combos with it just because it has massive hit stun.
Oh, that's a one ball
after you have Smash. Alright, well, Spooks takes that one.
Yeah,
it's unfortunate that we had the disruption, but
yeah,
you know
it's
what?
Unfortunate disruption. Sorry about that. We're gonna just quickly change the
Yeah, we're
I
just,
always say there's
fix up
always
the
one thing that goes that I don't expect to happen.
It's
in
always
these
something.
battles.
Yeah,
Always
no, it's
something.
alright.
Let me just really quickly check. That should be good now. Now, what is it? It's Fierce. This Fierce
So
play.
next up is going to be... not entirely sure.
I guess we just wait and see.
Let me see here, actually.
So, fun fact about Ultimates Online. This actually doesn't
Yep.
happen in too terribly many other fighting games, but for some reason, with Smash Ultimate in specific, whenever you have multiple people in an arena, even if they're just spectating, they influence the lag. So it's why
Yeah.
I want to keep it to a low and how many players are in here.
Also, Fierce says he's going Peach. It looks like they're going small battlefield as well.
Is this like the new, like normal stage? I'm guessing, like people are just going to this.
Yeah, it's the new people. Right. Small battlefield's a fun stage. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I don't play a lot of Ultimate anymore, but I definitely do like that stage. I like that.
And of course, it's always nice having the ultimate music that you can use now. You can you have just any one track you want. You know. Only problem is now when I have random stage music on FD and Battlefield and whatnot, I don't get to use it. It's a real shame.
Anyways, we're going into the match. We're starting off with the same things happening as the first game. We're starting off with a Lloyd and a Turnip.
Yeah, no, with Peach in this matchup, it's definitely you have to counteract the projectiles with your own projectiles. Turnip is just so good at I guess reverse camping people. It's very useful tool.
Agreed. And if you notice there, it was a few seconds ago, but Spooks waited out the grab to get the tiny bit more percent with the
Yeah.
the
Yeah, he took a second to let Lloyd connect first, which is really good. It's just proving a good player who knows their character. See, Fierce, he's been going for the counter on the Lloyds a lot, which, you know what, it worked out for him, but there have been a few times where it's not been the play, you know.
Yeah,
Lloyd is definitely something that you need to mix up your response to.
Peach's counter, it's notably not the best counter in the game.
Definitely not. It is rough. Ooh, what happened?
That's unfortunate.
That was unfortunate. Yeah, no, he went for the edge guard and Lloyd was there. Lloyd was there to save the day. But hey, he wraps up the stock. It's okay.
Counter. At least he got the stock.
Yeah, no, it's like, you can lose one stock on those. Those are okay.
That was pretty.
Still a pretty even crew battle.
Yeah, who is up?
Everyone is popping off in the chat too. I'm glad that everyone's having a good time.
Yeah, I'm glad to see it. We haven't done a lot of these since quarantine happened, and it's glad to see them happening again.
You were asking me about Peach's counter. I can tell you a lot about Peach's counter, and I can tell you a lot about how it's like the worst counter in the game.
Oh boy. I'm all ears for this.
All ears, huh? Alright, well, put it to you like this. You know how counters are supposed to like make it so you don't take damage? Not Peach's. Doesn't do that.
Doesn't?
It's basically it'll only attack in one direction. It's got a great disjunct on it because they're projectiles. It reaches really far. It's got really good kill power. It does the same base damage every single time. There are things that are good about it, but the fact is, it's just not great.
Wait, if it's a projectile, can Villager pocket it?
You could pocket it, but you get hit by a bunch of other hits.
Yo, I kind of want to laugh
Yeah,
that.
no,
I missed the opportunity to laugh that.
I mean, you can probably see that like there are cases where people will have a reflector and they'll trigger the counter, and then it'll just reflect and blast Peach, and she's the one who gets blown up for it.
Yeah, if you say that she doesn't like, you can get damaged while she's doing the counter, right?
Yeah, you can get hit while she's doing the counter. So like there are some attacks where it's like, okay, it'll trigger the counter, but then the second hit will hit her. Like Charizard's Flare Blitz, I think, is one of the weird ones where it's like you just can't counter it as Peach because it has 2 hits.
A notable thing, but if it does do damage, it's possible for Villager to do a Lloyd counter there. I don't know if anybody went over the Lloyd counter, but it's very useful.
So yeah, we talked about the Lloyd counter. Lloyd comes out in frame 1, and if it takes X amount of damage, it'll blow up, and it's just one of those great moves for busting out of not quite true combos. But the counter won't give you that time because it combos. It does combo into itself reliably, so you don't have enough.
I was meaning like you hit them, and then before that comes out, you throw out the Lloyd.
Oh yeah, I see. So maybe like with other projectile,
you throw in Lloyd, jump in, do a Lloyd. Probably like a suicide move, but
it's definitely one of those interesting interactions, you know.
Yeah, this game's full of them.
It's looking like we are almost ready on the next game. Just a little bit of confusion with the stage picks. Right now, Fierce should be the one who is banning, and it looks like Captain up next. Yeah.
So let's see.
Yeah, Fierce banned the go-to Peach and Daisy bans of Yoshi Story and Lilat because Slopes and Float do not get along.
Interesting. I know. What was it? I know Villager doesn't like usually just ban smaller stages overall, but Villager's pretty good on every stage. Our worst stage is notably FD, but it's not even that bad. It's really magical.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying the JNU that FD kind of rough for Villager, which is surprising because a lot of projectile characters like FD because it's just so hard to get past their wall when you don't have plats.
Villager's a unique zoner because he's very like, oh, am I here? Am I there? He's all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh, but
that's what we were seeing.
Despite what we were just saying, Cactoni's going FD.
Yeah. Alright then. Well, everyone has their preferences. We even saw in the JMU, there was really not much of a consensus when it came to stage picks for Villager, because some people were saying, I love FD, other people were saying, I hate FD.
It's very tough with Villager, because Villager is really good on certain stages depending on how you play him. Well, there isn't much diverse, like, the whole aggressive Villager meme. It's still like
I'm not familiar.
I was just saying, I'm an aggressive Villager player, and there's no such thing as an aggressive Villager.
Well, if it's anything like Peach, you know, aggressive Peach players just, you know, lose. It's not good being an aggressive Peach. Her approach options aren't that great, which is why you see a lot of like regular Peach players.
Oh, right there.
Heavy
We just saw
on
the void counter you were talking about before.
Yeah, we did.
Didn't kill, it's really low percent, but it's a really good tool.
Low
Oh!
Is that a shield poke?
It might be, although it might have.
Might have just drop shield. You know, it's Wi-Fi.
Yeah, Wi-Fi. So I see Cactoni's baiting out a lot of the counters that Fierce was getting away with last game.
Yeah, sure. I think he's definitely picked up on that habit, and it looks like because we called it out ourselves. We noticed it ourselves. It's like Fierce is going for a lot of counters. It almost looked like we had him, but that weak hit got him out of tumble. Yeah, no, we noticed it ourselves that Fierce was really relying on the counters, which, you know what, you can't even blame him for. You can't even say, like, oh, that's a bad play, because, like, hey, when it comes to Wi-Fi, you use weird options when you're on Wi-Fi. It's something you can't really know.
Yeah. I wish this game had rollbacks.
Yeah, well. C'est la vie. Fierce takes the stock. Let's see how much...
threw away the Stitch base.
Yeah, a lot of Peaches will do that on purpose. I think more Peaches do it by accident. I do it by accident all the time.
Is there any reason that you wouldn't want to Stitch base in this situation?
So some people, like, you'll see top players throw it away because they're more afraid of what their opponent can do with it. But if you ask me, I mean, it's such a good punish. Like, you should be holding on to your turnips a lot of the time so that you can extend your punish range. You see Fierce is using it more so for neutral because in a matchup like this, you want that kind of reach. But when
Oh,
you
the bomb. Oh, still alive.
yeah, that's another reason why sometimes people throw that stuff away. Is because if you get hit while you have a bomb in your hand, there's like a 33% chance it just blows up.
Baited it out. Moving on to the
Yeah, it
next
was good
game.
play by Cactony there.
That was a great read. Just went straight for it.
Bomb did it. Yeah, Fierce is saying in chat, man, that bomb did me dirty.
Oh yeah, that was devastating. If I'm not incorrect with this, every fire-based damage can blow up bomb, and the explosion of a Lloyd is a fire-based damage.
So with the bomb, it's literally any hit. So if you're holding it and like you just get jab 1, there's a chance it explodes.
Interesting. I didn't actually know that. That's good to know. Now, a quick thing with this, I noticed a lot in matches such as Samsora versus Pokelam on Wi-Fi. I noticed a lot of the time Poke won because he used Lloyd counter against Fair. If I'm not mistaken, that's a really big advantage for Villager in this matchup, is just being able to throw out the Lloyd.
Yeah, no, that's for sure, because the thing with Fair is just slow. Comes out, I don't know, frame 16 or something. It's rough, and a lot of people will say, when they talk about the matchup, like, oh, dude, Peach Fair, I can't handle that. But what people don't realize is for every time they get hit by Fair and they lose the trade, they're probably winning the trade like 5 times as often, just because it takes so long to come out that faster hitboxes just stop it out completely.
That's a very good point right there. And
so Josh is in. I believe Josh plays Peach.
Okay, a lot of Peach, not too many Daisies. I've honestly seen a lot more people. When I used to play online a lot, I saw a lot more Daisies than Peaches. I'm surprised I'm seeing so many Peaches today.
Yeah, there are definitely some Daisy diehards out there, but I think on our Discord we have more Peaches than Daisies.
Honestly, respect. I like Peach more.
Yeah, I'm a Peach guy myself. People say, "Oh, Daisy has all the personality. Who's Peach? Peach is so boring." But no, listen, Peach is not boring. She's condescending. Okay. Did I win? That's man, makes you wanna hit her.
I like the did I win more than the hi, I'm Daisy.
That's the best one. That's the best one.
That's the best. Yeah, easily the best win quote for Peach. Maybe even in the game, I like that win quote a lot. And
it's better than some other ones like Corrin, who just says good.
God, I hate Corrin so much. Not like I love playing Corrin, just like I really liked Corrin's design. I was like, man, I'm gonna love this Fire Emblem Fates game. I played it, I really enjoyed it, but Corrin was a piece of cardboard the entire time. So
yeah, it's that generic protagonist thing going on.
They definitely had some better ones in the past. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, Corrin looks pretty cool. She's got like a chainsaw sword. She's a dragon girl.
Totally one of the coolest designs. Yeah, agreed.
A lot going for her. She doesn't wear shoes.
That's a little weird for me.
Well, hey, listen, different folks.
Different strokes for different folks. Still super weird to me.
Yeah.
Oh God, I hope my friends aren't watching this.
It's not my thing. Hey, some people really like that. Some people, that's their favorite part about Corrin.
Oh God, my friends are watching this. They're gonna like clip this and then send it in the chat. I'm gonna hate it.
Listen, moral of the story: if you're not selling pictures of your feet online, what are you doing?
Oh God, they are watching it. Oh God, I see them in chat. Oh no. No. Okay, moving on to the bans.
So, we're just seeing some confusion in the chat right now. Cactony has banned Battlefield and Yoshi's.
Yeah,
Josh was unaware he was supposed to pick the stage.
Okay, they're banning FD.
Looks like they go in Town and City.
Town and City. Oh, I love Town and City. Town and City is, in my opinion, 50% one of Villager's best stages, 50% one of Villager's worst stages. It switches between FD and like all these different platforms, which is really good for Villager. A great thing about it is when the platforms move, Villager can hold down a jab and that's a free kill. Isabelle can do the same thing, but with Villager it's much easier. It's rare, but it happens.
Yeah. Yeah, no, getting locked on the platforms that's moving is like terrifying.
Yeah, Villager's jab, especially with the buffs, it'll just.
Oh, he went Daisy, not Peach. I was wrong.
Oh no! Hey, let me change that real quick.
Using the red and black Daisy, which is one of the best alts, if you ask me.
Oh yeah.
Daisy is lucky that she came into Smash and Ultimate because she gets all the best alts. Peach gets stuck with like the boring ones. Oh, Peach gets blue and green. Daisy gets some really nice ones.
Yeah, I agree. I like the more dynamic colors that Daisy gets. I wish Peach had some of them. They look great.
Yeah, I mean she has the red and white, which is everyone says, oh, it's the Firefly one. Oh, but you got a Saturn. It's the Firefly one.
Do not kill the Saturn. Keep the Saturn alive.
That's actually. Yeah, no, I love Saturn. He's my little boy. Only problem, sometimes he just disappears. He'll throw him and he'll land and he's having none.
He's gone.
Oh, he's gone.
Can we get a
Can we get F's in chat for
to
Saturn?
pay respect to my boy?
Be pulling out for our space traveling friend.
I gotta play with them, but it's Saturn. Moving on, it's a pretty basics of what we've understood from Cactoni, and Josh is definitely holding his own better than, who was the last player to say it?
That was Fierce.
Fierce. He's definitely holding his own against Cactoni's playstyle better than Fierce.
Yeah, Josh is a pretty seasoned player. He's one of our regulars on Paisy Cord, as he so often likes to remind us. And yeah, no, he spends a lot of time in matchmaking. He's definitely the type of person who, like, he knows what he's doing, you know? He's got some experience with his character. He's kind of showing it now. He's doing a pretty good job of, like, holding his own in neutral against Villager, which is a challenging matchup. We had Josh come in because we were looking like we were going to be missing a man. So we had Josh come in for the sub. They wound up showing up, but they said, you know what, we'll have Josh. Josh can take my place because, you know, okay, he came through. We'll give
He's
it
a
to him,
regular.
you know? We'll give it to our regular boy Josh.
Regular. There's always that one guy in the Discord server who's always just confident on how they're a regular.
Yeah, that's Josh.
Never, sir.
You know Josh? You've met him?
No, I don't think I
Is he
have.
a regular for you too?
No, I just know there's always a guy who's always like, I'm a regular.
He went for the greedy fair there.
That was...
We've seen a lot of that so far. Is someone will be like a little off stage and you see Peach just go for the fair, because if you guess right, it's a stop. And then you can start racking.
It's also a lot less, like, what's the word? Committal than a lot of other fairs.
Yeah, so it can be a low committal option, but if you're not careful, you will just like, now you're in disadvantage instead of the other person, which, not ideal, but sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. We have people like Dark Peach who swear up and down, saying, you guys gotta stop using your kill moves for no reason in neutral. You're staling them, you're whiffing them, you're getting put in disadvantage, save it. And then more often than not, people kind of just do it on thing.
That was a nice
good
fair.
stock there on. That was good by Josh. He managed to get through Lloyd on that one. He managed to space that fair just perfectly.
Let's see here.
Fair has.
The parrying to axe. That was a good
parry
parry.
to axe.
Great kill setups from both ends on these players. Just getting right.
Yeah, Cactoni's been throwing out a lot of axes too. Like that's not even the first time he's landed an axe.
Axe is a great move. It's frame 9 out of. Is it frame 9 out of shield? Yeah, it's frame 9 out of shield, and it kills at like 80 by ledge. It also just recently got buffed, so there's less. There's still a lot of end lag, but there's less end lag, I believe. It gives us a lot of like boosts when it comes to like tree setups, but it's very good too.
Yeah, no, I remember like Smash 4, people going for it. In Smash 4, the axe was mostly like, ooh, getting stupid lag there. Am I getting booted out? Oh, connection error.
Oh,
yes,
it's
no,
okay,
in Smash 4.
It's okay. I'll commentate from this point. You can join back.
Just play it free.
Yeah, so there was just a fake out right there. Fair. Looked like it was gonna kill, but it didn't. Now they're just back to neutral. Just throwing hits left and right here.
Yeah, no, it's definitely looking like Cactony, if he plays this right, he can definitely still take out another stock. We've seen Cactony, he likes to, like, he gets put up against the wall, he'll play patient, you know, he'll rack up the damage, he can pull this back.
Gotta grab.
But if Josh manages to catch him, all he has to do is catch him once, catch him sleeping once, and then that's the stock, you know? Like, he's doing a great job keeping him at disadvantage.
Oh, got a fair, that's game.
Good games, gang. I'm actually just having a little bit of lag on my laptop here. I might sound like a robot right now.
You sound fine, don't worry.
Do I? Okay, good.
Did you
Because stream just froze.
Okay, did you get booted from... No, you didn't. I thought you got booted from the...
I did get booted from the game. I am still in the lobby, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that happens sometimes. It's a little weird.
Yeah, no, so that was good play by both of them. Cactini was able to really like show his stuff in those games, and Josh was able to come through. Josh finished out with 2 stocks, right?
Yes, he did. It was...
Yeah, no, that was good.
It was definitely, that last stock was definitely in his favor. I would say that much.
Let's see, who's next for the Villies? Next up is Drill Drive.
Drill Drive, always in. I think he got like a little bit better with this, but he always goes into ultimate metagame and he just rambles on about his ideas.
Yeah.
Some of them are good. You know.
Oh, hey, like
it's good to have someone that devoted into it, you know.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's if you're in a JMU, it's the place to like theory craft between the 2 characters, and even just on Discord alone, just as a whole, you look at Discord, you know, we have these character cards. It's all for people who like the character. This is the place to go to theory craft and to just try stuff and experiment. You know, it's Drill Drive sounds like the type of person who can really push the meta.
Yeah, I guess you could put it that way. So, I haven't seen much of Drill Drive since the last crew battle, which was a few months ago. A lot of these players I'm looking at, their play is a lot more tight than when I last saw it, I guess you'd say. Probably playing a lot over quarantine. That takes commitment. So much commitment. Ugh.
Yeah, no, I found quarantine just kind of totally took out my drive to play Smash. I haven't played this game in ages.
Yeah, me either.
I play here and there, but I haven't played nearly as consistently as I did before.
I played when Steve came out. That was really fun. Steve's a really fun character.
Whenever there's a new character that comes out, everyone's really happy to start playing the game again. But then, like after a week, it's like, oh, all right, back to usual.
Yeah, I think Josh wants us to hear the full force of his neutral attack. Hear the roar.
Yeah, I have a hunch. It looks to me like the game just muted him.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so if you spam messages too much, it'll stop you from spamming messages. So it looks like he just got muted by Sakurai.
That's funny.
I know this from first-hand experience as someone who loves to spam those messages.
I don't think... Do you get spammed if, like... Do they add that? I don't remember that.
That's just... I think that's always been a thing, where if you just, like, mash, it'll be like, no, you have to wait your turn.
Alright, let's see who Josh is banning. He's banning Lilat and Smashville.
Lilat and Smashville.
Smashville's a personal favorite of mine. I really do miss the old version, though.
Go in FD. Yeah, I liked when it had the moving platform, but you know what? I'm glad it's gone because a lot of people like could just cheese off of it. Like Sheik was notorious for killing off of the Smashville platform because, like, oh, she beat you once in neutral and you happen to have the platform in the wrong spot. Well, now you die because she can just carry you to the blast zone. You know, it's good for the balance that they got rid of it, but you know what? The real unfortunate part of that is they got rid of balloons. We don't have balloons anymore.
I think chat. Yeah, there's a lot of in chat. I know these guys personally. They're
3, 2, 1, go!
I don't know if they're really people at this point. Okay, Josh going off.
We're getting started.
Really
Josh.
Slow SD.
Josh was able to. He did not forget to SD. That is good. Josh was saying that he's been new to crew battles, so it's okay. That was why there was a little confusion earlier on the stage because Josh was like, I don't know what to do, but that's fine. He figured it out. And we're right back into it with this next game. I mean, I can see Josh pulling this one out. I can see him taking his 3 stocks to his 2, maybe. Because we saw he was playing pretty well in the last one.
Oh yeah, he was playing great last time.
Oh, wait,
I gotta update the name for Ryan.
there's them combos. We should look at dash attack. Yep, 51 clean. Josh is definitely playing this one a lot more patient. We see that Drill Drive is he's really trying to harass him from afar, but Josh is just like wait. He's just taking his sweet time. He's capitalizing on the moments that he does get. It'll be nice if he starts getting rid of this tree, because you know what? We saw that the axe was able to kind of fight him a bit in the last couple games. It'd be smart if he starts going after the tree, because the more you hit it, the sooner it'll go away.
Yeah. This is a, he could have gotten that stock if he had dropped the bowling ball. I didn't
Yeah,
really see Josh.
that was a missed opportunity with the bowling ball.
He
And then he did a neutral get up right into those punch gloves.
He didn't really hold into the stage. That's a big thing you gotta do when you fight. Oh, I think that was a misinput. That's a big thing when playing against villagers. You've got to like hold into stage and oh wow, okay, yeah,
He's
that's
messing around with that Lloyd ride.
a little risque.
He's having fun with it.
Oh, that bowling ball
F
neutral.
smash, very fast F smash.
He just tried to
Another
resist it.
stitch freeze.
Oh, that up smash is gonna take it. Okay.
Atchison coming from high.
Drill Drive is definitely one of the most like strange players I've seen. He always plays like he plays with the knowledge he has, and so he does very specific things that you wouldn't really see other villagers do.
Those are the most fun people to watch, because they have that unorthodox playstyle. We have a couple people in our Discord who have just essentially unlocked the secrets of Peach movement, and they just shove on everyone.
Oh, I love watching that because Ultimate needs a lot more movement-based players.
Yeah. Like, you watch Samsora's a lot more conservative, he's a lot more fundamentals based, but when you see a Peach with a really good movement, you just go, damn, this character, right?
Yeah, that's the big thing about characters though. If you have good fundamentals, you can play any character, and that's really important.
This is true. Look at him, he's using these wall jumps, he's just avoid. If Josh, it looks like Josh could probably punish that, because there was a few frames there before he was able to grab edge. Probably like 2 frames.
Oh yeah, you could.
Sure.
It's an easy 2-frame right there for most characters. But I don't really think he was in the vicinity to really get there. And then up the axe.
He was definitely, he didn't have the spacing, but it's something to keep in mind. And there,
Yeah,
once again, the axe. This axe is putting in work this Kuba.
The axe always puts in work. It's like the axe is like your best friend that you always kind of forget to invite to a party, but when you do, it's a good time. That's a horrible analogy, but you can get what I mean.
Just waiting on the bans right now. We are, it's looking like Drill Drive is thinking FD and Smashville. Good bans for Vildrix. We were talking earlier about how a lot of villagers don't like FD, and Smashville is just a small stage, so when it comes to characters that like to have those projectile walls, it can be detrimental because all it really takes is getting through it once, and then you're in disadvantage, you know, so good ban for him. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, Smashville is a lot better for us in this game, I feel. Having that platform constantly there gives Villager a bit more movement to go around. In Smash 4, I remember talking to a lot of Villager players. They said Smashville is not our worst stage, but it's one of our worst stages.
Right.
Simply because the platform was so like inconsistent on where it was that a lot of the time it was just like playing it on like FD.
Yeah.
I love Smashville to death. The old one. The new one I'm not too fond of, but I can see where they come from with that.
Well, the same Peach and Daisy players that I mentioned earlier, who just like shove on everyone because they have they took a journey to a hidden temple somewhere in, I don't know, the Amazon, and they found an ancient tome that tells them how to move with Peach and Daisy. They absolutely love Smashville platform because it's just the right height, just the right size, and they can do some crazy stuff on there. Looks like Prometheus has declared battlefield. ride that board at the blast zone. I like that animation. It's funny. It's funny that they included
Villager
that.
has so many good animations. And on the topic of them like just moving around like the stage, Villager has some pretty good movement options for a zoner. Notably B reverse neutral B and stalling with Lloyd. Again with Drill Drive, just going in and just mixing up his like.
Yeah, it's looking like Prometheus is having a little bit of
unorthodox.
trouble with the online play. Because I've noticed like there were a couple of misinputs there, like he did a ground flow down air as compared to like probably wanted a neutral air or something. It's definitely messing up his movement a bit. He's hiding the shield a little more. It looks to me like he's a little uncomfortable with the input delay. May or may not be present.
Yeah, that's a big thing with these. It's
Ooh, no jump. Yeah, no, this is a very Wi-Fi game so far. Well, let me tell
is there
you.
like a lot of delay?
It looks like Prometheus is kind of struggling with it for sure. Because like it looks like at the moment he's kind of his own worst enemy.
Yeah. What was Prometheus was a character in like Freaking College.
Yes, he was. I believe he was. I don't know, some kind of something to do with the sun. Oh, look at that. Yep, SD's on both sides so far. No, Prometheus made people and he gave them fire.
Oh, right.
They were clay, and then he said, "You're humans now." And he said, "Thanks, bro." You can look that one up.
I am. It's pretty accurate.
I'm looking up right now, and yes, you are correct.
They did in fact say thanks, bro. Drill Drive could have gotten an easy 2-frame there if he had just gone a bit faster. You could have maybe gotten a dash attack into fair, because on ledge right there, it sometimes is true. Dash attack is very inconsistent with that, but...
Well, we're definitely seeing, regardless of like, I don't know, it's online, so you do tend to miss opportunities and you whiff your punishes. But it looks like Drill Drive he's really like working a clinic in neutral game. Like he's got a game plan going.
I can't really tell what it is, but I can definitely tell he's got something.
Turbo just said in Discord, Drill Drive's gonna murder us out of field with these Lloyd rides.
Oh yeah, I'm having a heart attack each time he presses the B button. It's like...
Well, hey, he's using it well. Like, he SD'd on it once, and then he managed to use it successfully, like, 5 times. It's working for him, you know?
It's working. Somewhat. It's scary for, like, any Villager player to watch Drill Drive play, because it's just Lloyd Rocket.
Ooh, are we going to be able to get the stock here?
Oh, he missed the tech. Oh, but he's doing a Lloyd
I think
ride.
that was untech.
Oh, and he missed the
Ooh,
punish.
you get the bonus damage. Because when you ride it, it does more damage, right?
If I'm not wrong, Lloyd Ride does about the same damage as a... Oh, that's it. Does about the same amount of damage as a... as a Lloyd counter. If I'm not wrong, it's about the same. It's because they both use the same explosion hitbox.
Yeah, I can see that. I know we mentioned earlier in the JMU that there are a few different hitboxes off of Lloyd.
Now let's see who's up next.
Prometheus says SDs are turning into a tradition. Yeah, no, in the last crew battle, he was a little bit bummed out because he SD'd once against, what was it? What was our last one? It was Me Brawlers. But you know what? Honestly, can't beat yourself up. It's online. I've seen a lot of SDs. I've seen a lot of SDs in crew battles. I've SD'd in crew battles. It happens.
Man.
It's something you really can't help.
Worst.
We are looking at Kalos and
Kalos and
Lilac in the
Lilac.
band. But who's coming up next?
Kalos
That
is
was
a very...
Drive.
Should be... I'm surprised Kalos isn't more of a common ban in this crew battle. Kalos is debatably Villager's best stage. I remember playing a lot with my friends and them hating me taking it. And like I always took them to like Kalos whenever I played because I loved that stage.
Yeah.
Pokemon music
Kalos
plus
is
like
definitely,
plus like the stage layout, because like it gives you like that slight change. It has a flat side, a slight change, and the platforms are like the perfect space. Because you could, if you sit on the platform, you could throw out either a tree or a bowling ball, and then that's like just a slight enough change that could just mess with anyone.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
the
no, it's
walls,
definitely
so
kind of
if you
stage.
hug it, you're dead. It's a very big departure from most characters who think Villager.
A lot of Peach players like Kalos a lot because it gives you the big open space to do a lot of big combos on the center stage, and then once you do have, you know, off stage, she doesn't have too much trouble killing because it is a big stage. But yeah, no, it's just a pretty beneficial stage for Peach, but it's also a preference thing because I've seen a lot of Peaches who hate Kalos as well, so it's always tough to gauge that stuff. In general, Peach like doesn't have too many problems with stages. Her only main problems are slopes. But,
Yeah, I've seen
go
a
ahead.
lot in Ultimate of characters having. It feels like the normalization of stages and characters in Ultimate, like the streamlining, I guess you could say, making everything more kind of similar in a way. It makes a lot of stage counter picks like a little bit more trivial. It's not extremely trivial, but
A little bit.
it's a lot more preference than it was in previous games, which I like that factor. Because like, let's say in like Melee, Project M, games like that, stages were just banned because of single characters, and that's it.
Right. Switch spots for stream. Looks like they're going small battlefield once again. Small battlefield looking like the go-to stage, the gentleman stage in this crew battle so far. I wonder if when we get tournaments back, live tournaments, if we're gonna see a lot more small battlefield than Pokemon Stadium, because for the longest time, Stadium is just the gentleman stage, right? But I think people like small battlefield.
Yeah, it's a very interesting like stage. I kind of don't like the look of it as much as, like, you know, the classic Pokemon Stadium, but it's
Yeah, Stadium's pretty stylish.
Stadium gets style.
Alright, looks like they're ready to go.
Alright, starting off with the Lloyd and Turnip Puck. Prometheus is Prometheus playing it, right?
This is Prometheus.
He's holding on to that turnip. I can see that being like a very kit player kind of thing. I've noticed a lot of players that hold on to it, you know. Oh, Phantom Footstool. He did the Gimmer.
The gamer attack. It looks like Paradigm's doing a great job controlling the air, and Prometheus is just getting caught by it a lot. A lot of Peaches they'll play like airborne a lot, because even though she has really great ground aerials, she also has like this general likes to jump. So this is the type of matchup a lot of Peach players have to kind of rework their brain to play, just because it's like, oh, can't jump so much.
Oh, and that Smash is gonna take it. I'm surprised he didn't clank, honestly.
Well, there was the first hit of the dash tank, which isn't as strong, so that probably explains it.
No, this is here's a fact about all of Villager's projectiles. They will always clank with any move. A jab to like anything else, it'll clank and just lose its hitbox. Villager players often joke around about Tree and how it will always lose its hitbox.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
with
no,
Villager,
apparently it's such a gratuitous range that you can clank with something. I think it's like 12%. The attack is within 12% of damage range, the moves will clank.
yeah, and since the move is like does like 12 damage. Not like, you know. But things like Bowser jab, you always see like the gif of like the Villager tree falling and Bowser just jabbing it.
No thanks.
Gives me nightmares, I guess. Wake up in a cold sweat. Tree
People over here like, it's not a meme. I've literally had True clank with Byleth Gentleman.
It's the worst. The worst.
Let's see. Two bans. Looks like we're banning Smashville and Final Destination.
Good choices as we previously talked about. Sometimes they do like that blue, but I can't like get a word out, you know.
Yeah, no.
Probably a bad habit. It sounds
for
pretty
me,
weird.
I have a background in journalism myself, so like something that you learn is you don't do that. You don't stop and you don't like interrupt yourself. If you have trouble, just like stop and say the word. So it's like, I don't know, if you're having trouble talking about tree, like, oh, and the tree clanks, you just like glide over it, and then most people won't notice. Some people will notice, but like it's the best way to recover. a lot of people, like in school, I found in elementary school, like teachers would be like, "Eh, blah, blah, blah," and I always thought it was goofy. It was really goofy, and I was like, why do they do that?
I don't have too much experience with public speaking. I stutter a lot, which I don't think that's a public speaking thing. I just think that's just me thinking too fast
Just
for my mouth.
Yeah, no, I get you. I've also been one to stutter at times because it's you're thinking a mile a minute and you're trying to talk and your tongue betrays you.
I don't think it's my mind.
Alright, look at
moving
that!
too fast. I think
Right off the bat, we got Stitch Face putting in
in
work.
the first second and already at 82%.
On our Discord, Trajan is a Viscountess, which means he is a Peach Daisy secondary. But he showed up in our last crew battle. He was really like kicking some ass, let me tell you. So far, it's looking like Trajan just has the best start so far of any of our Peach Daisy players. Definitely helps that he got the Stitch Face right off the bat, but it looks like he's going to be taking the stock really clean.
Yeah, something I noticed about a lot of Peach and Daisy secondaries online, they do a lot better online than Peach and Daisy mains because they play characters who are better than online. So they're more used to it. Peach and
No,
Daisy are
Peach
better-
Online is rough, because the problem with playing Peach Online is you have to do so many inputs just in a brief period, just to do basic things, like that right there. If you did a short hop in the air, that was totally going to be a ground float. There are so many little things where just a little bit of lag will mess up your input really hard. So Peach is heavily neutered online. People don't really realize. Like, there's the chart coming out that says, oh, this is the results of all of our online tournaments, and it says Peach is like high mid-tier, and I don't believe that for a second.
I could believe it's just high mid, going from like top 5 and high mids here.
Yeah, no, from like top 5, a lot of people say top 5, a lot of people disagree, but we'll say top 5 to high mid-tier is generous. I would say online, we're just a low tier.
I would not go as far as low here. Still has a lot of good moves in my opinion.
Well, I'll tell you what, for one thing, Tragon's just proving me wrong right now. Tragon's killing it. He only just lost his first talk. He's got a great lead.
Yeah, he only lost his first stock. That's really good in this matchup.
He would have exchanged.
Up tilt's a move that got buffed a lot now. It's pretty good.
I heard.
Pre-patch used to fall
Yeah,
out.
anyway, where's the stick around?
That's a thing there. He could have easily gotten about like 60% right there, or like not 60%, like 30, 40, if he had just done down B jump axe.
Right.
That's a great setup too. Thrown off a lot by like higher end early players when like you like set up a tree that is done. And
Looks
even
to
then,
me
it
like,
could have led to a shield break if they decided to shield. That's
Yeah. It looks to me like Trajan might be having trouble with that little something we talked about earlier with the, he might have staled his kill moves a bit too much. He's been throwing a lot of fairs, so now it's looking like he's having a lot of trouble sealing his stock. Even when he does get the fairs, he's not sealing the kill just yet.
Yeah, I've been seeing that a lot. He's really good at gaining that percent, but taking the stocks another issue higher.
Yeah, no, it's that's just what happens when you use your best moves and neutral a lot. You know?
Fair.
They start to get weaker. One nice trick
And
you can
he
do.
rolled right into that up smash. Even good.
Yeah, that was a good read. One nice trick that you can do to unstill your moves, especially when your opponent's at higher percent, is just grab them and pummel. So every single pummel will count towards your still move queue.
It's a very good factor. It's definitely depending on character. I noticed Villager has a really slow pummel. It's not that good.
Yeah.
Then again, you really shouldn't be throwing out grabs with Villager. That happens mine personally.
Well, I mean, I guess it's a situational thing for villagers to rock, paper, scissors, because, like, okay, you have Lloyd out, but if they shield, you grab. If they jump, you fair, you know?
It's also just like, it's very misleading to go just grab.
It looks like
bigger
it's a
than-
decent disjoint, it looks big, but if I know anything about grabs in Ultimate, unless you're Palutena, your grab probably sucks.
Yeah, Villager debatably has one of the worst grabs in the game. It looks like a tether, but it's like a tether. It's like a half of a tether with all the electric tethers. Oh,
So then you
that's the stop. Oh, that was a
Down
great
smash confirmed.
comeback on Paradigm's end.
Yeah, for sure. Trajan came out swinging, but Paradigm was able to adapt. He was able to slow down that neutral a little bit. Good games all around.
Good games all around. And that's it. That's game.
That's it. That's the crew battle. Let's see here. So that
Ooh.
was That means Paradigm only lost 1 stock or 2.
Paradigm lost 2 stocks that game, so it ended 4-0.
So then it was 4-0. Good stuff, team.
That was a great crew battle all around. I had a lot of fun commentating. Thank you for being here with me today. That was really fun.
Well, thanks for having me. Thanks for hosting us for the group battle, man.
Of course, anytime, man. And thank you for everyone who's watching at home, I presume, or maybe at like your work's bathroom if you work on the weekends, I guess.
Yeah, if you're like, you're just like hiding for your 15-minute break, you got your phone in your lap or something. Yeah, 40 people in the stream right now. That's pretty good. Good numbers.
Well, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you have a great day, and good night.